If you guys want to win a copy of the Ultimate Edition of FIFA 19 worth around $100, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Do those three things, that'll enter you into the giveaway and I'll be sending a copy to one of you guys when the game's released. Hey guys, Heathway here, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new FIFA 19 player ratings for the players rated 80th to 61st highest rated on the game. So let's get straight on into it. In 80th place we've got Rajan Angola, and he's got an 85 rating overall, which I believe is what he had on FIFA 18, and I think he's actually had a slight downgrade in some of those stats. I think last year all but two of his stats were over 80, and now he's got a 3 under, and I think his pace has gone down quite a bit. It's 75, and I think it used to be about 79 or 80. And I think we've seen that across the board. Vidal got minus 18 pace. Robin went down like 5 or 6 in pace. And I think we'll probably see this across the board. A lot of people are going down. And I think that's just because EA want to make more of a difference between very quick players and kind of average pace players. So the quick players actually feel really quick in game, I think. But Nainggolan has got a really good card now at Inter Milan. So you can link him up with some pretty good players playing for that club. We then have Alexandro, 79th place. He has got a very, very nice card. He's probably changed in terms of stats, but overall rating he has stayed the same. Moving down, we have got Mehdi Benatia, now 86 rated. He started off FIFA 18 as an 84, then went up to an 85, and now he's 86. And that is a very, very nice card. He's got 70 pace. I think anything under that, he wouldn't really be that used, but as soon as a player has 70 pace or above, they're popular on the game. He's got great defending and physical as well, perfect work rates, and he's 6'2", looks like a real good player there. Next up is 86 rated Parejo. Now this card, it would be really good if he had maybe 70 pace, but he's got 47. I think he's gone down a lot from last year. He had 50 odd pace last year, and he's another one of those ones that's just being killed off. And I'm looking at the player below, and it's happened to him as well. His pace has gone down a lot, Danny Parejo. He's got great passing, but just isn't really that usable on the game. We've also got Nemanja Matic. He's now got 56 pace, which kind of makes him pretty redundant in terms of Ultimate Team. If you don't have like 70 pace or above, really, not many people really use you. And if you've got 56, I mean, I can't imagine anyone's going to use Matic, despite him having a really nice card. He's 6'4", medium high work rates, great defensive stats, but again, his pace has gone down a lot, so that isn't amazing in terms of Ultimate Team. But talking of players who've had their pace changed, we actually have Douglas Costa, who's gone to 95 pace. I think that's like a plus maybe 3 or 4. That is a really big upgrade. He's also got 91 dribbling. This 86 rated Douglas Costa card actually looks insane. I can't wait to try him out. That is an amazing card. I mean, 95 pace, 91 dribbling, 81 passing, 5-star skill moves. That is a really nice card. That's a big upgrade. That's a plus 4 from what he started off with. He got upgraded, I think, to an 83 halfway through FIFA 18. Moving down, we've got Cesar Azpilicueta. That's a pretty solid card there. He's now a centre-back. I think he was actually a centre-back on FIFA 18 as well, but he's 86 rated. And I really liked his inform card. I got that early on in an untradeable pack in FIFA 18, and I played like 500 games with him. He was so good, and that card has very similar stats to it. We also have Naldo. He's gone up now to 86 overall. I think he was an 84 on FIFA 18. So that's a big upgrade there, but I don't think his pace has gone up. I think his pace may have even gone down. So despite him having amazing defending, he's 6'6". He still isn't really going to be that useful because he's quite slow, which is a bit of a pity. Moving down, we've got Fernandinho. And again, Fernandinho and the player below, the pace on these players here. A lot of players who had maybe 70 to 75 pace on FIFA 18 seem to have had their pace reduced. Fernandinho, he was amazing on FIFA 18. But he's got 67 pace now, so it will take maybe an inform or two for him to be that usable. He's got an 86 rating, which is so deserved because he was amazing for City last season. He hasn't started off that well this season, but last season he was a very key part of the squad that obviously won the Premier League, got 100 points, broke loads of records, and I think that's a deserved rating, but that pace just makes him not that usable on Ultimate Team. And another player, you can say the same really, Miralem Pjanic, 86 overall. I think that's what he had on FIFA 18. I think he may have been upgraded halfway through, but he's got 66 pace. He's gone down by about 5 or 6, so it just makes them not really that usable. Apart from that, he's got a really nice card. Moving further down, we've got Leroy Sané, 95 pace now on that card. He has gone up, I think, quite a lot. I think he had maybe like 91, 92, maybe 93, but I think that's definitely deserved. He was the quickest player in the Premier League last season. I think it was against Chelsea. He ran at about 35.5 kilometers an hour, which is insanely fast. So that is definitely deserved. Could have maybe even been higher, but that is a very nice card. 86 overall, good shooting, good dribbling there as well. And yeah, definitely a player who will be very usable this year now that he's got 4-star skill moves. He's going to be like the new Martial or the new Son. Last year, no one used Sane because he had 3-star skills, and everyone wanted people like Martial. But I think now Sane has taken that spot, maybe even above Hazard, as the most desirable left winger in the Premier League because of how quick he is. 95 pace is insane. Moving down, we've got Bonucci, 86 overall, another player whose pace has gone down a lot, 61. Apart from that, he's got an amazing card, but isn't really going to be used because of that pace, and you've got people like Bonucci, or rather, you've got people like Benatia you can use now instead of him in your Juventus defence. We also have Boateng. I don't think his paces have been changed too much. I think it may have gone down like 3 or 4 though, nevertheless. But he's actually gone down to an 86. I think he was 88 or even 89 on FIFA 18. But he has had a lot of issues with injuries over the past few years, hence his major downgrade. I think he was like 90 rated back on FIFA 15, and he's gone down a lot ever since. Next up is Muller, 86. I think that's what we had on FIFA 18. I've never really used Muller on the last FIFA, so he's got a decent card, but it's just because he doesn't really have the skill moves and the pace. He doesn't have like an outstanding stat despite being high rated. Not many people seem to use Thomas Muller on the game. We've next up got Edison, 86 rated. That is a very nice and deserved upgrade, and some really nice overall stats there. I think he's now going to be definitely your go-to option as a Brazilian keeper, and after De Gea, he may be your go-to option in the Premier League. You've got Lloris and people as well, but looking at the stats, he's got 90 kicking, which is going to be very useful, because from my experience on the beta, you could hit very accurate driven goal kicks, and if you picked out a player, you could just head it on, and often you get through on goal doing that, so that could be very effective with Edison. He's got good reflexes, handling, diving, just an all-round really good card. We've also got Firmino. Now, he's got a nice card. He's gone out to 86, which I think is deserved, but he doesn't really have like an outstanding stat despite being high rated, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, he's got good dribbling, but I'm not sure if he's going to be that used on Ultimate Team. I think with a couple of informs, maybe 2 informs, he could become very good. Maybe as like an attacking midfielder once he gets over that 80 pace kind of barrier. I'm not really sure where you'd play him, because if you want to play him as a cam, you've got a lot of options in that role. People like De Bruyne and Eriksen who'd probably do a better job, and then up front he doesn't really have the pace compared to people like Aguero, so I think it would maybe take him a couple of informs to become an effective player on the game. But if that happened, he would be amazing because he's already got really good physical. He's got a good well-rounded card for a forward, but just doesn't really have that many outstanding stats, if that makes sense. We've also got Verratti. He's an 86. I think that's maybe a downgrade actually, a -1 from FIFA 18. He doesn't have the best of pace. He never really has, but I think it's a slight downgrade. You never really see anyone using Verratti though in the game. He had a Team of the Season card a couple of years ago that was really good, but it's just because he's very small and weak, and he's more of a defensive-minded midfielder, and in that position you need someone tall and strong who's going to win the aerial battles, so you never really see anyone using Verratti. Next up is Otamendi, 86 overall. I think that's deserved from last season. He was good last season. He was good. A key part of Man City's defence. He played throughout the whole season. But this season he isn't playing at all, just because Laporte, Stones company, they're above him in the pecking order, because he does make a lot of errors. He is a very error-prone defender, and he's also not really as good on the ball compared to those other defenders, so he isn't really featuring at all for City this season, so he will probably get a winter downgrade, I expect. But 86 from last season is definitely deserved, but he has had a big pace downgrade, just like so many other players, making him virtually unusable on the game. We've also got Thiago, 86. I think that's actually a -2 downgrade from what he had on FIFA 18, but he still kept a pretty similar card, really nice stats. But Thiago is one of those players you never really see anyone use on the game, despite having some good stats in terms of dribbling. He's got the skill moves, he's got the passing as well. He doesn't have that physicality or defensive ability to play as a defensive-minded midfielder. You can't really play him as an attacking midfielder because he lacks the pace and the shooting ability. And then as a centre mid, he isn't really that well-rounded, so it's just a hard player to fit into teams. He's good, but I think there are definitely better options, so you never really see anyone using Thiago. And then finally, we've got Mesut Ozil, 86 rated. I was looking through the comments on Twitter, and loads of people were saying, like, how is Ozil here? He should be, like, 80 rated. I don't get people who... I mean, I can understand how people may think Ozil's slightly overrated, but Ozil is a really good player. He's won German Player of the Year for, like, 8 or 9 years. and he's been an amazing player in the past. In the World Cup, I think he got so much flack from actually the German FA and I think the Bayern Munich president, saying he should retire and he was a disgrace for his nation and stuff. But I think he created the most chances of anyone per game in the World Cup, and he only played like 2 or 3 games and he created loads and loads of chances. But he does get a lot of abuse, which I don't think is warranted. I think 86 rating is good. I wouldn't have given him anything lower than that. Yeah, he is a very good player going forwards. Like, he creates loads of chances, but they're just not always really finished by his teammates. I think if he played maybe for Real Madrid again, like he used to when he was really good, or a club like Man City, where they have like De Bruyne and Silva creating all those chances to get finished off, I think he would be rated a lot more highly by fans. But yeah, I don't really get the abuse for Ozil. I think 86 rating is fair, but he's not really a player people use in Ultimate Team, just because, quite similar to Thiago, he's got really good dribbling and really good passing, but then he doesn't have the pace. He's got 70 pace, which is pretty unusable, and then he's got not that good shooting either, and awful defending, so you can't play him anywhere really as a centre mid because he just can't defend at all. And if you play him as a cam, he's too slow and can't shoot really, so you never really see anyone using Ozil on the game. But anyway, those are the 80th to 61st highest rated players on FIFA 18. Let me know down below what you think of these ratings. Overall, I agree with them. There aren't really many that I don't agree with, I think they're all pretty fair. I think I agree with the overall ratings, but the stats with the big pace downgrades, I don't get. It was quite similar with the last ratings for the 100 to 81st highest rated players. I agreed with the actual ratings on the whole, but not with the stats. I mean, we had big pace downgrades for people like Vidal and Robin. Sterling scored 23 goals, I think, last season. Best season of his career, and he gets a shooting downgrade, which is just stupid. Like, he has worse shooting than someone like Alaba or Thiago or Ozil, or just worse shooting than pretty much every player we've seen here, and he scored way more goals than them last season, so I don't get that. But anyway, those are the new ratings and stats. That's my reaction to them. Let me know your reaction down below. I'll try and get these videos out every day when EA release these new ratings in the future. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later. Take care.